Okay, let me do that. Got it. Let's wrap it up. Oh, that's nice news there. Okay, well, so I'm by myself today. It's all right. Some of you are going to watch Keter. That's okay too. Excuse me. My name's Isla. Most Things Hypnosis. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm just going to make this a really quick kind of uh, show, podcast, if you will. I have a couple of things in mind that I want to explore today as I look them up on my phone, because that's where I keep my notes on my phone. What am I going to do next? Okay. So I always want to start with like a but first. Today we're going to talk a little bit about stress, but I'm going to just do a couple of but firsts and just a little affirmational kind of things that I have discovered. So some of you may have seen that movie Shirley Valentine, and a friend of mine, there's a segment where she's got a little monologue, and it is very this whole statement that she makes is so profound. So this is my but first, and she says, why do we get all of this life if we don't ever use it? Why do we get all of these feelings, all of these hopes and dreams if we don't ever use them? Don't allow yourself to lead a little life when there is so much more. I just think that is so profound. I'm going to say it one more time. Why do we get all of this life if we don't ever use it? Why do we get all of these feelings, all of these hopes and dreams if we don't ever use them? Don't allow yourself to lead a little life when there's so much more. And another guru, I don't know, I saw some old man, whatever, he says, typically people will react to life. And I've said this before, react to life instead of letting life react to you. And there are people that have just had enough, and they're just like, I'm not going to go there. That's the Tony Robbins and the Joe Dispenzas and the Victoria Gallaghers and the people, the Dwayne Johnsons, and they let life react to them. You know, the Jennifer Anistons, the Courtney, all these big names out in the world. Life reacts to them. And it's interesting because when life reacts to you, the people that it reacts to are people that are very well known, celebrities, knowledge, the people, high profile people. It's like, do you have to be a profile people in order for life to react to you? And I don't think you do. It just, people think you do. It just seems that way. Okay, so today is a little bit about stress. I don't know who wrote this. I'm just going to read it, Managing Stress More Effectively. And hopefully I can get, let's see, I really want to give credit where credit is due. And I'm sorry they don't put authors on some of this stuff. And it just starts in with this one particular, it's a post. Okay, so it says here, not all stress is bad. It can serve as a much needed motivator to complete a task or reach a goal. Have you ever been stressed meeting a deadline and you got to meet it and it's like, oh, it's happening? Sorry, I got a little bit of fan in the background. Hopefully it doesn't tarnish what you guys can hear me. Okay. If stress is neglected, it can have a negative impact on your mind and body as well as your life. So acknowledging stress, why are you stressed? About what creates anxiety? For what purpose? We all respond to stress. Obviously, we respond differently. And many health problems can be attributed to psychological imbalances because of stress. Because of this, learning how to manage your stress that leads you not only to a healthier mind, you also get a healthier body. How many of you know people, if they'd just not be so stressed, their bodies would be acting so much better? I now have a gal renting a room from me, and she is going to be on my show probably next month. And she's going to teach us all about how the body works with stress. I haven't talked to her about it yet, and hopefully she's seeing this. And, by the way, you're up, Susie Q. Major life changes such as moving to a new location, divorce, changing jobs, bereavement, the death of a friend or a family member, sometimes even holidays and vacations. They're all can be stress triggers, and these triggering events can affect us all differently. Some are just gung-ho and this is what they're used to. Think about, those high profile people again. They're high profile people. But do they get stressed? I would imagine they do. Some of them don't worry about their financial stress, and some of us do. I try not to, because you know what, it is what it is. When stress starts to affect everyday life, such as sleeping problems and anxiety or lack of motivation, it's time to address the issue and change your mindset. Hypnosis. This is about how stress can help through hypnosis and other methods, but this is the one I'm talking about. I'm a master certified hypnotist. Hypnosis can help deal with behaviors caused by stress, such as anxiety, anger management, and learning how to deal with the stress. It often can help solve all these independent issues as well. Earlier today, I was thinking, I'm going to do my show on, and I just had this whole dialogue going on in my head. Like, I should write this down, and I don't remember what the dialogue was. I just remember it was really good. Hypnotherapy can be used to help a person relax and manage the thoughts and emotions that affect us on a physical, mental, and emotional level in everyday life. Now, there are reasons why I plug in my little squirrel moments. If you're ever interested, ask me why, and I'll help you to tell you. Some techniques, such as breathing exercises, can help with specific events that may trigger anxiety or cause undue stress. There are many deeper issues that's causing, oh, hang on, I lost my place here. But I'm going to go back up one. Simple techniques such as breathing exercises can help with specific events that may trigger anxiety and cause undue stress. There may be a deeper issue that is causing you to be more upset in certain situations. That this could be something that maybe you're not even consciously aware of. Many people come into my office, they're stressed, they're in anxiety, and they're just not sure why. Questions, I ask a lot of questions, and typically, probably 9 times out of 10, I can come up with a why. I can, but I don't tell them the why. They tell me. And once they get to the bottom of it, then it's like clear sailing for them at that point. Repressed anxiety is like a beach ball held down underwater. That pressure, every time you try to let it go, it's floated back up, popping to the surface. Hypnosis can help identify the root cause of issues like this. And your hypnotherapist can show you how to deal with this in an effective way. Another way hypnosis can help is mental rehearsal. By visualizing scenarios that cause the anxiety and changing the outcome, we can change the way our mind map works. Robert, would you call that NLP? Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. And yeah, I think that stuff like that is more NLP, but keep in mind that Milton Erickson, when he was very ill and laying on his deathbed as a teenager, used the visualizations and the different kind of mind mapping that turned him into the hypnotherapist he became.
Yeah, true. All right, thanks. Because that sounds very NLP, like visualizing scenarios that cause the anxiety and changing the outcome. We can change the way that our mind map works, and that would probably be called parts integration. It's just fancy words for how NLP works, neuro-linguistic programming. And I'm a practitioner, and so is Robert. This can be combined with positive affirmations and used in future scenarios to empower us in those situations that would previously cause anxiety. For example, if attending interviews was something that you would normally find nerve-wracking, you could use your affirmations or a simple anchor. I can help you provide that. Linking directly to your confident emotion and using this technique as future job interviews where you're not so stressed when you walk in. You just use that anchor. An anchor can be something as simple as putting this in a suggestion form in hypnosis. So when you do this, this happens, etc. It's super easy. If you're, I am a hypnotherapist, and I do help my clients manage their stress through a lot of these many different techniques. A couple other things real quick I wanted to look at before I sign off, because I am I have to leave. You got here a little bit late here, Mr. Robert, but that's okay. Okay. I may have said this last week, but it's worth repeating if I did. These are just some affirmations that I came across I thought were really good. And then for today's show, it's kind of like stress. And so how are we going to get past our stress? Well, this is one way. Rest is a weapon given to us by God. The enemy hates it because he wants us to be stressed and occupied. That's by Elizabeth Elliot. I'm not going to, let's see. Oh, you know what? The one thing I wanted to do, I'll talk about those later. I'm going to share my screen for just these few minutes. If I find, I have a, hey, Sonia. Oh, if I can find it, I have a, there it is. Okay. I'm going to share this. It's just a couple of minutes. I'm going to share this and then I have to go. Let's see if it's here. Turn up your volume because this is going to be really good. I love this lady. Let me go big screen and just listen for a couple minutes. Let me know if you have to speak up because I can't hear you, but let me know if you can't hear it. Her name is Sierra Chantel. This is just about a couple minutes of this. This next one I like.
The space from a place to life in burdens. Your sanity is not nourished.
No sound and a jumpy screen.
Did you guys hear that? Hope you guys could hear that. Were you able to hear that? Robert, you said no sound. Did you not hear any sound, guys? Did I just play that for nothing?
I thought there was a few words very early on, but then the screen was very jumpy and there was no audio.
Oh, it looked perfect at my end. Okay.
Well, I'm not on Wi-Fi right now. I'm not driving around, but I was able to,
Okay.
sit here and
Sierra
watch.
Chantel is her name, voice and power. This is just one of the segments of her concert. I'm putting that in the chat. I just discovered her this week. I discovered her. She's been discovered. She's a gifted poet and just amazing ability to take life and just give it some more meaningful perspective that I mean, it's like, whoa. So anyway, I highly recommend I'm putting it also in the chat in my chat. So anyway, I don't know, there's something just very special about her. She's a very a gifted poet. She's got lots of life presenting poetry. She's coming up on my feeds a lot. And so I thought I'd share a segment, and she's got one really good one about law of attraction. I listened to her. It was a 20-minute little segment thing that she did on YouTube that I put. It's on Voice of Power, and just look for Sierra Chantel, and you can listen to her for like 20 minutes. She does like 5 or 6, maybe 7 different poetries that she wrote about life, and it's just like, whoa, this is so cool. Life is cool. Life has got just so much cool. Anyway, that's all I'm doing today. I do have some great announcements. My new show, this one will always be, I'm just going to continue this one, but my new show airs on March 3rd, my TV 53, and I'll give all the stations out on my Facebook page. And if you're not my Facebook friend, go ahead and become my Facebook friend at facebook.com/IlaB, ILAHB, IlaB, or just email me right here at my email address. That's right there. See that? Take a screenshot. Quick, take a screenshot. Then you just email me there and I'll send you a link how to get there. And I'm also taking people who want to advertise on. I went over all of that with the producer, and it's just you get out in front of the Central Valley of California and parts of Oregon, apparently, because these channels that I'm a part of, there's a Roku, there's a Fire, and there's an actual network, Austin Reed Network, and there's my TV 53. It goes also into Oregon. I don't know what city, but anyway, it's Oregon, and it's pre-recorded, so that the ads will be shown, whatever it is, during my show. My show airs every Friday at 8 a.m. and again at 11:30 p.m. So if you want your commercial to air at 8 a.m., there's a fee for that, obviously, because they charge me. And then at 11:30, if you want it showed twice, whatever. So, or however many times, we can go over all that. And I created a pricing chart. I just haven't made it onto my computer yet. Anyway, so if you're interested in your own little, you got to create the commercial. If you're in the area or can be in this area, my technician would be happy to create a commercial for you. He'll do it for $500, including editing, and helping you write it and just doing the whole bit. $500. You can even come up here to my studio. You can go to his in Fresno. My studio, my office, his studio. So we'll be doing my first show from my office, and probably every other show will be at my office, and every other one will be in studio or on location or via Zoom or whatever. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a fantabulous weekend. Super Bowl, yay. Thank you for dropping in, Sonia. And next week, it promises to be an amazing show. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be an amazing show. I just know it. I feel it in my bones.